Those of us who are devotees of National Public Radio know that sinking feeling when we tune in our radios and discover our local stations have begun their pledge period. For the next several days, our enjoyment of Morning Edition or the Brian Lehrer Show or Fresh Air with Terry Gross will be interrupted by periodic pitches for money to keep the station on the air. A lot of listeners blithely ignore these pitches, but many of us would feel guilty if we didn't give something. We give because we appreciate the high quality of entertainment programming, the balanced news reporting, or the infectious humor of shows like Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me. And we give because it makes us feel like we are a part of and supporting something larger than us, something very important. Well, as you have noticed, St. Paul's Evangelical Lutheran Church is in the middle of its annual pledge drive, and the same principles apply. We are invited to support and participate in so many things that are important to us: loving and tireless pastoral care, spiritually inspiring worship services, the Holy Eucharist, exceptional music, challenging sermons, and so much more. But our faithful support of this local church goes far beyond our walls and even beyond our local community. We are also an important participant in the Metropolitan New York Synod of the ELCA, where 16,000 of our fellow Christians worship each week in 190 congregations led by about 300 pastors, over 100 rostered lay leaders, including associates in ministry, diaconal ministers, deaconess, and synodical deacons. Through our participation in the Synod, our congregation benefits from best practices for dealing with the continuing pandemic and keeping each other healthy and safe. The Synod places resources before us for racism training, Amparo Secretary and Refugee Ministries, domestic violence ministries, worship materials and ideas, children and youth ministry, as well as women of the ELCA, where Deacon Barbara has represented us so superbly for so many years. Our participation in and support of our Synod greatly magnifies our voice in our community, and generous grants from the Synod to our church have made it possible to add several improvements to our building. I might add that as contributing members of this congregation, you are also members of the Evangelical Lutheran Church in America that includes nearly 3.3 million members in more than 8,900 worshiping communities across the 50 states and in the Caribbean region, and the Lutheran World Federation, headquartered in Geneva, Switzerland, represents over 77 million Lutheran Christians in 99 countries. You and I are members of a vast family of Christians serving Christ locally, regionally, nationally, and internationally. And through our contributions to the Evangelical Lutheran Church right here, we become participants of that vast family. This is your pledge call to support as generously as you can the ministries of this faithful Lutheran congregation. Please return your pledge card as soon as you can. And while you're determining what your financial contribution will be, please don't forget to support our pastor, our ministries, and one another with our love and with our prayers. Because this, in addition to our gifts, is how we express the love of Christ every hour of every day. The good news according to John, the 14th chapter. Jesus said, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not let them be afraid." The gospel of the Lord.